Welcome back to Baby Takes. Once again, we have Bennett here. Hopefully, you can make it the whole way this time. Man's been struggling a little bit. But we're going to start off with some sponsors, and Zach's going to take it away for that.
Yeah, so big news. We got a code and a link from Bucked Up Pre-Workout. If you haven't heard of it, it's a pretty big pre-workout brand. There's no protein or any of that involved, so still going to have to go somewhere for that. But they have different types of pre-workout that is strictly for a workout, stuff that'll wake you up if it's an early morning workout, post-workout, stuff to develop muscle, all types of that. We have a code for 20% off. The code is BABY1. So BABY1 is the code, and then we will have a link out on all of our social media.
And in the description.
And in the description of this video. For a free sample, you get 4 packets and a free water bottle if you just pay the shipping and handling on it.
Yeah, so that link will be in the description along with another link from Hot Streak Fantasy betting app. It is a betting app where it's really unique because what I used it for was basketball, and you can pick live game or you can pick before game. So the pregame stuff is pretty much like you would expect. Like you bet Chris Paul over or under 9.5 assists, and you get a certain odds for that. Or there's live betting. So during the games, you can bet Steph Curry to hit a 3 in the next 3 minutes of game time, and if he does it, you get the payout. So I really like it because it gives you something to do while you watch. It makes watching the games more exciting for me. It also does baseball, so you can bet the guy on deck. You bet he can get a home run. You get a payout for it. So I really like Hot Streak Fantasy, and once you sign up there, use our code BABY, and you'll help us out with that. So that's who's sponsoring this episode. Thank you to Bucked Up and Hot Streak Fantasy. We're just going to get right into what Zachary made an announcement about last week unexpectedly. The Fantasy Football League. We got it up and running. The draft is actually a week from today. We're recording this currently on Friday the 13th. It is next Friday at 7. So next Friday there won't be a show, but we're going to try to do a live show for the draft or something like that. If we can't do a live show, we're just going to post like updates and videos afterwards. We'll post something on TikTok. But speaking of TikTok, right now, stop what you're doing. Follow our TikTok at Baby Takes.
New one out today. Our Instagram, Baby Takes. Twitter, Baby Takes. YouTube, subscribe to it. We're posting videos here every week. I'm trying to figure out a way to get more videos out to you guys. Trying to do more random stuff. We have a driving range blog, but we haven't been able to do much more than that. So we'll get that out to you. But back to the fantasy. So the Baby Takes Fantasy Football League. We got 10 teams in it, and it is a keeper league. So after we're gonna take a break. Man just threw up a little bit. All right, we are back. Bennett is feeling much better. New outfit, because the other one obviously got dirty, and now all he wants to do is look at me. But as we were saying, Fantasy League is live. Draft is this Friday. Not going to be an episode next Friday. We're going to try to get something out. Yeah, I already said it. But this league is a keeper league. So we have this year's draft, and then after that, you can keep up to 4 players every year. So say I get Pat Mahomes, Christian McCaffrey, Devontae Adams, Travis Kelce. I can save those 4, but everybody else on my team is put into the draft pool next year. So that also brings up something interesting, that you can trade draft picks. And there's already been some
trade talks with draft picks. They've been pretty crazy, but I'll tell you the rest of the rules, and then we'll talk about some trades that went down. Hey, will you look at the camera? So it's a classic lineup. So you have to set your lineup. Pretty much just a normal PPR fantasy league. There's 6 playoff teams, but the most important thing that I wanted to say was there is a toilet bowl, and the toilet bowl goes down with the 2 worst records in the league, and the loser of that will face a what am I trying to say? Punishment, yes. But we need some help figuring out the punishment. So if anybody watching this has any ideas, comment down below. Tweet them at us, comment on our tweet. I'll probably put something out after this episode airs.
I was watching a show today, The League.
Yeah, I love that show.
Do they have a punishment in their league?
Yeah, they have a punishment every single year. Different. They just come up with it every year.
So why don't we just steal one of theirs?
Because they're crazy.
Like what?
Like run a mile naked in public or something like that. But I don't think we can do that. Hey, will you look forward? I promise he's doing this on his own. I'm not making him do this. I'm not just leaving him here. But that is the only thing we have. We will tell you about any trades that go down, any signings that go down, every big draft pick that happens. We'll be keeping you guys updated on the show every week. But yeah, that's fantasy. We're going to talk some more about fantasy later. But first, we're going to talk about the Field of Dreams game. This was maybe the best baseball game I've ever.
Yeah,
really.
Most viewed in the last 16 years. Most viewed baseball game in the last 16 years.
Which is really good for baseball because baseball is honestly a dying sport.
And they said, someone said this is why baseball is one of the greatest sports because top of the 9th inning, Yankees are up to bat, down, 1-2. I didn't watch the game. I just know they were down. Hit a home run to take the lead in the top of the 9th. And everyone's like, wow, this is crazy. That was the 7th home run of the game. They're like, there's a storybook ending here. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Bottom of the 9th, White Sox come up, boom, walk-off home run to win the game, making it 8 home runs into the corn, which the outfielders were eating.
They were eating the corn?
They were eating the corn raw.
That's disgusting.
I don't know. They were probably just chewing on it.
I've never actually seen the actual Field of Dreams.
It was filmed in Dyersville, Iowa, where they played.
Yeah.
And they did so in the movie, the 2 teams walk out of the corn, and they did that. They said they'll definitely play it. Before pitches were thrown and runs were scored. Who's the
actor?
The MLB commissioner or whatever, owner or whatever.
Commissioner?
Yeah.
Terrible. He's a horrible commissioner. Look it up. While he looks that up.
No, I got it right here.
All right. Whoa. Oh, he's burpy. Yeah, you tell him all about it. You tell him all about it.
Anyways. Oh, Kevin Costner.
He's the actor.
Oh, okay. So he is, yeah. I didn't know who it was.
He's not the commissioner.
Anyways, he said they will be back in Iowa playing again. MLB will.
I hope so, because that was really cool.
They'll
Especially
play
the entrance.
Yeah.
They're walking in through the corn. It was pretty cool. It was really cool to watch.
And then 8 home runs hit.
8
and then,
home runs in a single game.
If you look at there's pictures of it. The field has the sunset going over it. He hits the home run right into the horizon to win the game.
Yeah, it's insane. It was pretty cool to have a MLB game played in Iowa.
I think there needs to be more of that because there's so much history in baseball.
Yeah.
We need to Like, that's, like, when it was America's sport.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we need to bring back.
Yeah.
Like,
Stuff like that.
great movie, Sandlot. Obviously, we can't play on the Sandlot field.
Yeah.
Obviously. But doesn't mean the MLB can't incorporate it.
Somehow. They can figure out a way.
Because if you go back, baseball is easily the most popular sport in America if you think of, like, longevity.
History? Yeah.
Like, history is baseball. And it's not really that close.
Okay. I think football's pretty freaking high. But that's what I wanted to ask you. That's what I wanted to ask you.
Historically, it's baseball.
Does this game make you want to watch more baseball?
No.
No. It doesn't?
Because it's just going to go back to the same old baseball.
Well, yeah, but I mean...
I've watched baseball. It's just hard. I love the college baseball. In the later stages of the season, it's pretty cool.
The College World Series.
The College World Series is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, the reason I can't get behind NBA playoffs, the reason I can't get behind MLB playoffs, is because I cannot stand, like, NHL, cannot stand, like, series that long.
Yeah.
Because there's never going to be an upset.
That's not true. It's just not true.
It's, okay,
There's upsets.
it's not nearly as likely, though.
No.
March Madness,
Yeah, March Madness is insane.
upsets are flying left and right.
Yeah.
Because one game, and you gotta, to be the champ, you gotta show up every day.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think. You can't take a game off because
Yeah.
you're up 3-0. I don't like it. Like, NFL.
Okay. Yeah, I get what you're saying. We've already talked about this, though. No need to go on a rant. I wanted to ask you this, though. So we're going to play a little game. Would you rather blank or watch a baseball game? Okay?
Okay. Going in, I don't hate watching baseball.
I know. I'm not saying you do.
I kind of bought into being an Astros fan last year just because I hated them. And I watched quite a few Astros games and kind of got into it.
Yeah. I mean, it's fun to watch if you have a feeling towards it. Okay, but would you rather watch a preseason football game or a middle of the season baseball game?
Preseason football.
Really?
Yeah, I like all the rookies. I always like
Yeah.
rookies. Rookies are my
cool to
favorite
see
thing to
'em.
do, and are my favorite thing. One of my favorite things about football
Would you rather watch
because they're still college kids. To me.
Would you rather watch a middle of the season NBA game or baseball? Really?
I can't watch basketball. It starts way too slow.
Okay, let's think. What else? Would you rather watch the dunk contest or an MLB game?
Probably the dunk contest because everything's gonna look cool. There's always gonna be something, flashy.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the home run derby. The home run derby is essentially the dunk contest in the MLB.
Yeah, I'd say so.
And the home run derby is the most popular thing
About
in the
baseball.
MLB.
Yeah.
About baseball to watch.
Yeah. Would you rather watch a water polo game or an MLB
Okay,
game?
this game is ridiculous.
This is the last one.
Baseball.
You'd rather watch baseball than water polo?
Yes.
We watched water polo one time and it was crazy.
Yeah, because we watched the last of it.
It was exciting.
That's a long game.
It is a long game.
And
All right, well, we're going to take a short break and then we'll come back with some fantasy analysis. Welcome back. So we got some fantasy analysis. I have a list of 3 players I think are being taken too high and 3 players that I think are being taken way too low. And Zach's just going to chime in whenever he feels necessary. So my number 1 player that's being taken too high is Najee Harris, running back for the Steelers. I get it. He's going to be the starter right away. He has no one to compete with. He's a good back. But people are taking him in the second round, sometimes in the first round. The Steelers might have the worst O-line in football right now. And that's just not a good recipe for a good running game, obviously. So Najee's going to be good. I think he's a good flex running back 2 option, but I don't think he's going to be putting up the 15 points per game like everybody expects. Another player is Josh Jacobs. This is nothing against Josh Jacobs. It's just they signed a backup running back for $10 million. So I
I have a good feeling that they're going to try to get Kenyon Drake involved a lot in that running game. So Josh Jacobs might still score like 10, 12 points, but not the 17 or 15 that he was scoring last year, being the only back and being one of the best weapons on that team. I think he still should get most of the touches like he was, but they obviously signed Kenyon Drake for a reason. So finally, my third guy getting drafted way too high is Trevor Lawrence. Now, they say it's an open competition right now between him and Gardner Minshew. I don't believe that, really. Trevor Lawrence is going to start. They're just trying to make it seem like Gardner Minshew has more value than people are thinking, and I think they're just trying to trade him. But Trevor Lawrence is getting drafted as a starting quarterback in some leagues, and he's got James Robinson from last year that went crazy. They just drafted Travis Etienne, so I think they're going to be a run-first team. And, I mean, his weapons aren't that good. It's Marvin Jones, DJ Chark, Laviska Shenault, then what? Tim Tebow?
Did Tim Tebow make the team?
He's still on the team.
Yes.
Yep. But I'm just saying
final cuts.
the 4th week of preseason.
Oh.
But no, I'm just saying in Patrick Mahomes' MVP year, most fantasy leagues he went undrafted. So I don't see the point of Trevor Lawrence getting drafted at all, really. So that's my 3 that are getting drafted too high. Now I have 3 more that are getting drafted way too low. I'm going to start off with one, Amari Cooper. People forgot last year when Dak was healthy, Amari Cooper was one of the top fantasy receivers in the league. People are taking CeeDee Lamb higher than Amari Cooper. That just blows my mind. Like, yes, CeeDee Lamb has potential to be good. I get it. But Amari Cooper is the number 1 receiver on that team. We just did a mock draft a couple days ago, and Zach took CeeDee Lamb before Amari Cooper. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Is Amari Cooper old?
No, he's not old. He's like 28.
Okay. Who was the old receiver for... Who used to be like the top receiver for the Cowboys? Super good.
Dez Bryant.
Yes.
Yeah. Nope, not there
He's
anymore. Another Cowboys player is second on my list, Dak Prescott. People forget Dak Prescott was on pace for over 6,000 passing yards last year before he got hurt. That's crazy. He was the number 1 fantasy quarterback, and second place wasn't even that close. Like, it wasn't even fair how many yards he was putting up. And he's going after, like, Pat Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar's going, Kyler Murray's going before him. Like, I get it, those are good fantasy quarterbacks, but, I mean, this offense didn't get any worse. And their defense even got better to help them out a little bit. So, I think Dak is going to be a top 5 fantasy quarterback this coming year. Finally, I have a tight end for the Patriots, Jonnu Smith. Jonnu Smith last year went off for the Titans. He was a number 1 tight end in a lot of leagues. Not the number 1, but he was a starting tight end in a lot of leagues. I had him on my bench for some of the year, then I traded him, got some pretty good assets for him. But that's not the point. The point is that he's going to be playing an H-back kind of role, so he's going to be behind the line, blocking when he needs to, but he can also come out of the backfield, catch the ball really well. He's got wheels. He was one of the top receiving touchdowns leaders last year. And people are picking Hunter Henry as teammate before him. I don't like that. I think Hunter Henry is more of a reliable, like, get open, we'll throw it to you 10 yards down the field to get a first down. But Jonnu Smith is that home run threat. So that's what I have of fantasy analysis. That was a lot of talking. But one thing I was thinking about is last week we picked Zach's favorite NBA team, but I don't even know. Do you have a favorite NFL team? Do you cheer for the Chiefs?
Mostly just because
Their hometown?
their hometown.
Yeah. I mean, it makes more sense when they're hometown. That's why NBA was cool, because there is no hometown, so you can just pick wherever you want.
Exactly.
But MLB, I mean, you just said you cheered for the Astros just because everybody else hated them.
Yep.
Yep. Well, I was
Yeah,
gonna
I have
say
an
we
Astros
could.
jersey, so-
I was gonna say we could pick Zach's NFL team, but I mean it's kind of the Chiefs just because
Yep.
it's around. Zach's more of just a watcher. He just watches it.
Until it comes to college.
College is Nebraska, 100%. Not even close. No second place.
And that is a real fan. That is real fan right there.
That is real fandom.
That is real fan.
We got a Nebraska flag right over there, and you can't even see it.
It's actually mine.
Yeah, I have a Tommy Frazier signed jersey upstairs. Okay, but we're going to talk about something else. Here, I'm going to look at the preseason games, and I'm going to tell you guys which preseason games I'm most excited for and why. And me and Zach will have a conversation about it because I feel like Zach hasn't said anything in a long time.
Yeah, me either.
As of right now, the Bills just beat the Lions 16-15. Cowboys and Cardinals just started, and the Titans and Falcons just played. I was not excited about any of those games, I'm going to be honest. But tomorrow, there are some good games.
This is why I love preseason.
The rookies.
Because just like in college, everyone's trying to show out to make it to the big show.
Mm-hmm.
In preseason, you haven't even really made it yet.
Yeah. But
So everyone's still trying to show out to make it to the big show, but now they're showing out on a bigger stage, so even cooler.
mm-hmm.
But I feel that once you get to the league, everyone, doesn't play.
Kind of coast.
Just kind of coasts, and it's all a career now,
Mm-hmm.
and it's no longer for the love of the game.
Yeah.
And once money gets involved, that's why I don't know how I feel about the name and likeness, because it's a career now. It's no longer the love of the game.
Well, I mean, some are. You see
Yes.
those guys that are like, I don't care how much you're going to pay me. I want to play. Tell me what I'm
Yeah.
going to do playing.
But like you guys said, I wish we could just play. Like I remember the days when we just loved playing because we just loved playing. Like we didn't go to this school because I'm gonna make more here. We went to this school because I want to play for those guys.
Mhm.
I want to play with that team. I want to play for that coach. Not because they can make millions and this guy can't.
Yeah. All right, but tomorrow on the slate of games at 12 o'clock, the Dolphins and the Bears. I am excited for this game. Justin Fields is going to play. Can't wait to watch Justin Fields play. Part of me is sad because I wanted the Broncos to pick him up, but I've heard Teddy Bridgewater is doing really good. Drew Lock is making improvements. So
And my boy playing for the Dolphins, Tua. Love Tua.
He's a big Tua fan. I'm not a big Tua fan. I just don't see it. He can't really throw the deep ball. But that is exciting to see Tua and his new weapons. I'm getting slobbered all over. But yeah, the Dolphins, I want to see them play. But the Bears, mainly just Justin Fields. I want to see Justin Fields play. Next up at 3.
Well, Browns and Jags, man. Trevor Lawrence.
Well, hold on. 3 o'clock is the Broncos and Vikings. Obviously, I want to watch that game because I want to see Drew Lock's getting the start. And I'm sure Teddy Bridgewater will come in after that. I want to see them both play because I want to see if Drew Lock's improved, if Teddy Bridgewater is the guy that we saw 2 years ago or the guy we saw last year. I just want to see because obviously it's my team. I want to see what's going to happen. Browns, Jags. Trevor Lawrence playing his first game for the Jags. I think he's playing. We can see Travis Etienne, what role he's going to have. Hold on. Sorry, this baby is, again, not happening. Well, we can't say we didn't try. We tried as long as we could with Bennett, but eventually he just can't do it anymore. But as we're saying, Jaguars with Travis Etienne, James Robinson, Trevor Lawrence all playing their game. We want to see if Laviska Shenault is take a big jump like people expect him to. And then Saints and Ravens. I mean, I guess we can see Jameis and Taysom Hill battle it out.
Love Taysom Hill.
I do love Taysom Hill, but I like
He's not-
Jameis.
Yeah, he's not going to get the spot.
Jameis was a number 1 pick for a reason. And people don't realize he was his year where he threw 30 touchdowns, 30 picks, he was also like top 15 all time in passing yards in a season. Like people don't realize.
Last
Last year he threw it.
more picks than touchdowns.
No, he didn't.
Pretty sure.
I don't think he threw a pick last year. He hardly played.
Oh. Well, someone threw a pick like last year. It was a rookie or something, or a younger.
I don't know.
Pretty sure it was James.
But then 6:30 Jets and Giants. Get to see Zach Wilson. I love Zach Wilson. I hope he does good. I've heard he's been struggling a little bit, but I hope he gets out there. Also, Michael Carter and Elijah Moore, who I also love for the Jets. Just want to see them all play. The Giants, I want to see them play because they play the Broncos week 1, but other than that, don't really care. Bengals, Bucks, I want to see Joe Burrow back. I don't think he's playing, but Jamar Chase is playing.
Joe Burrow will not be playing at all in the game?
Yeah, I don't think they would. There's no point.
Sure.
The Bucks.
Will Tom Brady play?
There's no point. He might, but I don't see why he would. I want to see Kyle Trask play. Texans, I don't want to watch the Texans play, really. Deshaun Watson is listed as the 4th quarterback on the depth chart. I don't know why he's still on the team. Packers.
Why would he be the 4th one?
I don't know. They listed him as the 4th on the depth chart. He's not playing. Packers, Jordan Love has been announced as a starter. Aaron Rodgers is not playing in the preseason. Chiefs, don't really care.
Patty won't play?
Pat's not. I mean, he might, but for the first quarter. 49ers, Trey Lance.
Pat, he did hit it behind the back
in practice.
I want to see him hit that in preseason.
Well, he won't. 49ers, Trey Lance, Trey Sermon. I want to watch them both play, see if Brandon Ayuk is getting better. Seahawks, Raiders. That doesn't sound entertaining to me. Chargers, Justin Herbert, maybe. Rams, Matt Stafford already said he's not playing. And then Sunday, Panthers, Colts, Sam Darnold playing for the Panthers. Get to see that. Colts, Carson Wentz is hurt, so we get to see either Sam Ehlinger or Jacob Eason. I think it's Jacob Eason. It's also the backup quarterback. Whew, that's a lot of games. The games that already happened, we already talked about. The Cowboys Cardinals is happening right now. Don't really care. Yeah, I'm looking through. Rondale Moore, that'd be a cool one.
I got some questions about sports betting through
that hot streak. Go for
it.
I think football is also in
there.
there.
So live betting. Can you live bet football?
Yes, you can live bet football. I don't know about preseason. I can check right now.
Check live bet because you can live bet the game going on right now.
Yeah. But I think the way it would happen.
It'd be like,
will this guy get a reception?
Will Cowboys score on this drive?
That would make sense. I don't know. It's loading. I don't know if you can bet preseason. I tried to bet the Hall of Fame game. It wouldn't let me. That might have just been because it's a Hall of Fame game. But it's not looking like it. Yeah, it's looking like it's all baseball as of right now. Let's see. Yeah, it's looking like it's all baseball right now. I know football is an option on there, so I'm sure in the regular season it'll work. I don't know about preseason, but once again, use our code BABY on that one. So it's pretty slow time for sports right now. Summer League. Have you watched any Summer League highlights? Basketball?
Oh,
like Jalen Green's going off, but he got hurt, so he's done. Cade Cunningham's doing good. LiAngelo Ball is doing good. We're going to see if he gets a roster spot. Mac McClung got signed by the Lakers.
Play with LaMelo, right?
They'll be on the same team, yeah. Jalen Suggs, Scotty Barnes. All the rookies are kind of going off.
Being like, your little brother
is playing.
You might not.
Yeah. LiAngelo, everyone says.
What does LiAngelo even do right now for income?
He doesn't need income. That whole family is freaking rich.
LaMelo
was driving a Lamborghini before he even graduated high school.
No. Came out, they rented that.
Oh. Well, no, but LaMelo played professional basketball before the NBA.
Yeah.
But, no, LiAngelo is the best shooter out of the three. That's been told. You can see it. I mean, he's hitting threes a lot in the games. He has the best jump shot for him, I think.
Oh, well, yeah. It's not Lonzo. Did
Lonzo
fix this for him?
fixed it. He shot Lonzo shot better than Trae Young from 3, LeBron James. There was some other crazy ones.
You know what I saw today? It was like highest paid NBA players this upcoming season. So number 1 was Steph, obviously.
He just signed that huge
2
one.
is John Wall.
Yeah. 3 is like Russ, isn't it?
Yeah, Russ. And LeBron on the same team is like 6.
Yeah. Anthony Davis.
Oh.
Anthony Davis is getting paid a lot. LeBron's getting paid a lot, and Russ is getting paid a lot.
No, but why is Russ getting paid more than LeBron?
Yeah.
Why?
It's because it was a re-signing. So that's the contract he signed when he re-signed with the Thunder. Oh. And when you get re-signed, you can go for a lot more money. But LeBron, his contract was
new.
Free agency, went to the Lakers. So it's he can't get that max that you can get. No, like Luka just got the $207 million super max.
So you think LeBron will be put on a supermax ever again?
No. He's too old. He'll never sign a deal more than 2 years from now on.
Nothing's guaranteed.
I mean, there's no point really.
Yeah.
He's actually known for doing that, like it's like signing 2-year deals, like 1 year and then have a player option. Because he gets a 1 year, salary cap's gonna go up. He declines his player option, he's gonna get paid more. Like, what's the point of signing a 5-year deal if in 5 years you're not even a top 10 paid player? So Kawhi does that. Actually, Kawhi just signed a 4-year deal, but Kawhi is famous for doing that. LeBron's famous for doing that. It's just how it goes. It's crazy to me that LeBron has played for never mind. I was going to say 4 teams, but it's only 3. Because he went from Cavs to Heat to Cavs to Lakers. That was 4, but
no. What I think is crazy is Calvin Johnson.
Oh yeah, I did see this. The Tom Brady thing.
Yes. So Calvin Johnson was drafted the year Tom Brady won his first Super Bowl.
Yeah. And then in that time period,
Calvin Johnson was arguably one of the best receivers of all time, retired, and entered the Hall of Fame. And Tom Brady's still winning Super Bowls.
Still winning Super Bowls, yeah. That's crazy.
I think that just shows like how, like, this is no one does this.
Yeah, it's an anomaly. Like, Tom Brady's the GOAT. It's not even debatable. Like, it's not even close. But I think it's gonna do it. Next week there will be the fantasy draft. If we don't get it up on Friday live, we'll post another video on Saturday of just highlights of the draft, trades, and stuff like that. So, sorry for the short episode. There's just not a lot going on right now in sports. We tried our best, but we'll be back. If not next Friday, Friday after that. Actually, the next episode you see might be on Zoom, right? Because you move next weekend.
Yes.
So beware for that. Don't get surprised if you see us on Zoom in our next episode. But thanks for watching. Subscribe. Go follow the TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. Use code BABY on Hot Streak. Use code BABY1 on Bucked Up. And both those links will be in the description and on our social media. So, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.